So, hey everyone, Rohan Dhawan here, founder of Uability, and today I have Dr. Sagar with me over here, who's a client of our program, Uability Elite. And he's been working with us for quite some time, and I think the results that he will talk to us about are obviously amazing. And Sagar, firstly, if before we just get started with the results and all those things, if you can just give me a little bit about information about your background, where you're from, what do you do, and all those things, that'll be very helpful.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Sagar Tokade, an Ayurveda practitioner. Um, I have an experience of around 15 years in the field, with 3 years of being assistant professor, teaching 500 Ayurveda college students, professional degree students of BAMS. Um, then I did my master's in 2016 and I started my practice. Even before that, I used to work with a clinic, which was a part-time job. I used to do just after my degree college, and I used to run run two clinics in Pune.
Mm-hmm.
And from 2017 to 19, I was assistant professor in Ayurveda College, and then I shifted to full-time practice just
Right.
after I joined UABAT. Yeah,
Right.
1.5 years or so during the lockdown,
Wow.
and I could quit my job. That's what. Yeah, yeah.
Oh wow, that's truly amazing. So basically, Sagar, at that point of time, during I think you joined us during that lockdown when COVID
Yes,
was
just
initially.
before lockdown. Yeah.
Yeah, got it. So during that time, what was happening with you, and what were the various kind of problems that you were struggling with, because of which you decided to join UAbility?
The problem then was the routine 9 to 5 job.
Mm-hmm.
And I was not at all satisfied because my niche, what you call, or my calling for the higher purpose was serving the patient, was serving
Right.
the society, like solving their problems. And at first, the background that I come from is a very small town, and then I shifted to a little bit bigger city like that. My schooling and everything was like that. After that, this college job, which was like paying my like expenses and everything, but I was not satisfied internally
Right.
with kind of job I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to shift to my calling, my practice, which is Ayurveda practice, and having good clients.
Right. Got it.
Right?
And did you have experience running a clinic or a business before, like knowing things like marketing or sales, or was this the first time you had actually decided to learn?
Yeah, yeah, of course. I had little bit of experience, but not the way it is taught in your ability, and it was very like can say crude. It was very raw type. The way the practitioners in my city, and usually in any two-tier city in India or even metropolitan cities before this lockdown and internet revolution and everything, it was the pamphlet or it was the traditional marketing that
Right.
we did, and only local clients used to get. After joining UAbility and after doing all the marketing strategies, implementing all the strategies that you have taught us, I am having clients across India and
Wow.
some parts from India. Yeah.
Wow. Amazing. That's like really good. Right now, where are you located or where your clinic is?
Pune. My
Pune. Okay.
clinic is in Pune. Yeah.
And you
Uh,
have clients all
March.
over the
Yeah,
country.
all over India and some in other countries.
Oh, that's fantastic. Nice.
Yeah.
So, Sagar, like when it comes to pricing, like are you charging the same that you were charging back then, or do you
Uh,
think you have increased your
yeah,
pricing?
I would like to tell that. So first, I used to when I started, it was like I got my degree in 2011, and I used to charge 100 rupees for a consultation, which used to last around 30 minutes to 60 minutes.
Right.
Now I upgraded the practice when I actually entered my own practice after different jobs and partnerships in other clinics. It was around 200 to 300 rupees max.
Right.
With the training that I had with UAbility, sometimes I can I have not structured the whole thing, but it is usually ranging for a routine consultation of 15 minutes for 500 bucks to up to 3,000 rupees for the
Wow.
same time that I used to give, like 1 hour time, which I used to charge 100 rupees in 2011.
Right. Wow. So
Yeah.
that's like almost, you said how much? 500 to 3,000 rupees or
Yeah,
1,500?
500. Yeah, now it is like 500 to 3,000 rupees for the consultation. Like if it's a serious patient and if it's a hospital visit or something like that, it is 3,000 rupees for the consultation of an hour.
Right.
And in my clinic, in routine practice, it is 500 rupees for an hour.
That's fantastic. So basically, you were able to raise your price almost 30 times. Like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
so good, like, amazing. And Sagar, at that point of time, when you decided to actually join us, like, can you talk to me a little bit about how did you come across us, and what made you
Yeah.
join us in the first place? What was that experience like?
See, I was doing a job near Nashik during those days, and it was just before lockdown that I wanted to do something different than the routine 9 to 5 job. So I started this as a side hustle, and I remember first call that we had. I was on a station, and I I was traveling. I was commuting from Nashik to Pune,
Right.
and the main inspiration behind this was I saw you ad somewhere because I was searching for it.
Right.
That time I think I found you on LinkedIn or Facebook ad. I don't remember
Right.
exactly, but it was either LinkedIn or Facebook ad. Um, and that was my calling. Like you should be having quality clients. Like the word that used then in the ad was you should have quality
Quality
clients, not
clients.
paying client or something like that. It was quality clients, and I was searching for quality people or quality structure to give to my practice or my routine work which I used to do. And I
Right.
also wanted to shift from a mundane 9 to 5 job to a personal or self practice.
Got it. So, Saga, what I'm curious to know is, and at least I don't want to generalize it, but a lot of people that I have talked to who are in similar field like yourself, who are doctors or maybe health experts or Ayurveda specialists, right? What
Yeah.
I've noticed is that these people in general are really good at the skill, right?
Right.
However, when it comes to investing in themselves, when it comes to like for their business growth or their marketing, sales, and all these different kind of things, most people don't do that. So what I'm
Yeah.
curious to know is, Sagar, how did you convince yourself in your in your mindset that I not only need to learn this knowledge about my field, but also this knowledge about business. So how did you convince yourself to
Yeah.
move forward and make this decision?
Yeah, so I took this decision based on only one thing. See, in my field as well, we have like different kinds of clients. Like they range from poor to rich, from non-listeners uh, to like resonant or constant followers. Like uh, क्या बोलते हैं like जो लोग in Ayurveda like two kinds of people, like those who do not listen to you and those who are like ardent followers, like
Mm-hmm.
that. So these I wanted to have such a quality client who would listen. Like if you don't listen, if you don't follow simple things that I give you, you're not going to get the results. And
Right.
in medical school, we are not taught the business aspect of it. We're not
Right.
at all taught the administration work of how we should be running our clinics and how we should be marketing it. Marketing itself is like it's not allowed in the medical field. So the right kind of reach, or people should know, the quality client should know that this is Dr. Sagar, and then these are his services, and this is how he works for specialty. Like
Right.
this is the niche that he works for. Like
Mm-hmm. Got it.
so, this is how I want. I was in search of quality people, quality services, protocols, and a structured format for the routine regular practice that we have.
Amazing. So, okay, then you joined the program and you started off things. Now, talk to me a little bit about how did you manage to quit your job and actually, go full time for this? Like, what was the process like? What happened?
The initial transition was skeptical one. I was feared like कि अगर job नहीं रहेगा तो will I be able to pay for my expenses and everything, or whatever financial goals I had set for myself. But in 1 month of time, I got to know this is just all in the mind. And the first chapter that we have in your ability, that was a big mindset shift. If I kept doing the same things which I used to do, I'll be getting the same
Same
results.
results.
Yeah, if I'm doing something better and promoting it the way it should be depicting and showing it with proper you know convenience in myself, like proper um, अंदर से जो आवाज
आवाज
आती है,
आती है.
like, या उस तरीके से जब मैं प्रेजेंट करूंगा, and I am convinced of my results and my practices, the clients that I'm going to handle, they will get the results too with the same
Right.
conviction was the word I wanted to use.
Exactly.
And I did exactly the same in that time. The first 2 months of my notice period which we serve in a job.
Right. And
And in the same time, I could crack at least I could crack at least 3 to 4 high-paying clients, quality clients who would listen to me, to the coaching that I gave in Ayurveda, and the program that I run, the specialty program that I run, which is Ayurveda Wellness Program in
wow.
my current clinic here. Yeah.
Wow, that's fantastic. And Sagar, at that point of time, when somebody would be in their position, like they have actually joined a course, they're still in job, and now the course is saying that you have to quit your job, right? So, how did you deal with the emotions when it comes to like leaving the job and convince your family at the same time? Because I'm sure everybody must be worried, and in India they say that stick with the safe path, right? So I'm really curious to know, because anybody who's listening to this video or interview, I'm sure they would be excited to know how to build that confidence and deal with those emotions to say that forget this 9 to 5, I have to do my own thing.
Yeah, so for I'll give you a small example of a recent thing that I'm doing. It's just like going online, or it's just like creating a video of yours. At first, you go through a number of videos, and you try to imitate, and then you have script, and you try number of things. Unless and until you're in front of the camera, unless and until you go and do it, you won't understand how to do it exactly. And first 2-3 months, I did not get the income that my job was paying me.
Right.
But yes, eventually I learned. I tried and tested few of the tips and tricks that your ability program and some other management things that I learned during the period, and I just started implementing it.
Right.
At first, I failed. At first, it did not give me the desired results. But then, with practice, in just 3 months' time, I could reach my old salary.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And do you think you are now making more than your old salary?
Yeah, of course.
Amazing. So what was like your old salary like, and how much are you doing now?
Yeah. So the old salary was 35,000 rupees, and they used to cut some whatever 3,000
Tax
or
and all
something
that.
for their taxes and all that,
Mm-hmm.
as in every job. And then now I can say with confidence that it is at least double even during lockdown.
Wow. So
Yeah,
not only did you quit your job, but also doubled your income. Sagar, that's like
yeah.
congratulations because you've been able to do something
And I would
fantastic.
like, yeah, I would like to admit I did not complete the whole syllabus of viewability.
Wow.
Even then, I achieved these results because of the complete schedule that I could not manage, or complete management part that I could not put into it. With the technicalities, I was stuck, and so I did not go for it. I'm
Imagine
sorry
now
about
if
that.
you
Yeah,
imagine if you apply that now, like the
yeah, of course.
possibilities are endless, right? So just to
Yeah,
confirm, like now you're doing around 60 to 70,000 a month, right?
of- yes.
Amazing. That's fantastic, Sagar. Super proud of you. Sagar, since you are in Ayurvedic niche, right? What's been like, or actually, let's talk about your first client, right? That you got after, let's say joining UAbility and quitting your job or whatever. How did you go about doing that? Like, what was your procedure like? And if you could talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, of course, of course. So I revised my protocols of calling people or approaching people, and I created some of the creatives like based on our schedule, based on our way of
The
teaching in the
calendar that we had.
yeah. The first and second week's training, I
Mm-hmm.
decided my niche or like specialty practice that I want to do in Ayurveda. Then I structured the format of my practice. So how a client is going to approach me and what is to be given at that moment. I started taking quality clients. Like I used to scrutinize even before the patient approaches my clinic.
Right.
That I could funnel them, and I could
Through the
categorize them into,
application,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Got it.
And then depending on what kind of client he is, I used to give him a program like a small program which consists of only consultation, or a program which has a medium program which is consisting only of the herbs or the medications that we give. And the premium program that we have is Ayurveda Wellness Program, which is 7 days intense Panchakarma therapies, herbs, and everything. It is integrative program for the quality clients.
Wow. And so what platform were you using? Like Facebook, LinkedIn, like what were you using to get these
Yeah.
clients?
Facebook, Instagram, and the regular conventional way of marketing.
Right.
Only thing is this time I structured it nicely,
Right.
and according
You
to
had a
the,
process behind it.
yeah, proper funnel system like
Amazing.
thing. Yeah.
Amazing. So, according to you, like, so if I had to summarize your strategy, basically you would go about creating content, and then through that content, you would share value with people, and through
Yes.
that, you would get them interested in whatever you're doing, get them to
Yes.
fill out an application, or maybe give you some information about them, and then maybe
Yes.
get on a consultation call. They would pay you money, and then you would serve them, right?
Yes, of course, of course.
Amazing. That's
This
that's
was
really
the
good.
exact protocol that I followed. Yeah.
So good. Now, Sagar, according to you, since you are in the industry only, when it comes to you seeing like other Ayurvedic coaches or consultants out there, what like mistakes or challenges do you see in the marketplace right now? Like, what's your point of view of the industry at this point of time?
Um, One thing is getting quality clients. The first thing, like most of the coaches, like no, I can't say like most of the coaches, but coaches, there are two, I mean, good coaches and like bad
Right.
coaches. So there are coaches who have very good skill set, and they can really handle their expertise really well when a kind of client and when a potential client comes to them. And there are those others who cannot do this.
Right.
So so they need some hand holding. Like they need because they are not in their technical schools or in their skills university or whatever degree course they were trained in. They are not taught the technical
Business
part,
stuff.
the internet part of things, and somewhere they need some accountability.
Mm-hmm.
So this technical part with accountability, which they are not very much used to, they can learn only with practice. The way I have learned little bit, uh, there are some people who need a push.
Right.
I'm talking about my kind of people. So
Okay.
if I have some accountability or like yeah अभी तक आपने किया नहीं or like something like that, I'll be doing it very well.
Right.
कुछ timelines अगर set कर दी और कुछ target set कर दिए and you're not reaching that, you should be punished for it. I think.
Right, absolutely. It's like going to the gym, right? It's better to
Yeah,
have
that's
somebody
like
standing next to you telling, come on, you can do it, rather than you just trying to do it yourself.
yeah.
So, makes complete
So
sense.
consistency, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, accountability and consistency. I think these two are
yeah.
very important.
To if I'm telling from my mistakes, these are the two things where I was lagging, and
Right.
it is a good thing that I'm aware of it and I'm implementing it.
Right. Most people don't even know that these are the problems, and they are like,
Yes,
they wake up after 40, 50 years knowing that, oh, where did
yes,
time go? Right. So that'll be a problem. But glad
yes.
that you realize this, Sagar, and super proud of what you have actually accomplished. Sagar, if you could go back in time, right? Let's say the old Sagar who was maybe still in job, still struggling and thinking about doing his own business. If you could give that Sagar some advice, the same Sagar in who's a doctor, right? What advice would you give to him if you could like have a time machine or something?
Yeah. Set your routine.
Hmm.
The first thing I would ask is set your routine. Fix up timelines and achieve the targets within the time frame. Be accountable for the be responsible and accountable for the timelines that you have not met or for the things that you have not done, and the next moment like plan it the next day and execute it the same day. The sooner the better. And third is complete the whole program or complete the whole system as it is designed, and the protocols are set in the usability program or any kind of program that you are doing, and you achieve the results. Like again, go back if something is not working, go back and just correct that from where it is lagging.
Right. Fantastic, Sagar. Totally makes sense. And Sagar, if somebody is interested in knowing more about what you do or maybe interested in your services, what's the best way to reach out to you?
The best way to reach out to me is by direct calling me. Second is we have an appointment schedule just like we have in Uability with the Calendly.
Right.
And the third way is direct walk-in. Like you have
Right.
my address, like it's Pune NVCC ISKCON Temple, and you can directly come there at our Sagar Ayurveda Clinic.
Got it. So, Sagar, what I'll do is I'll just take this information from Sagar right after this video, and I can put it in the description below. And anybody who's interested in learning more about Ayurveda, by all means, check out Sagar. He's really good at what he does. That's the reason why he's getting these results. So, by all means, go check it out.
Yeah. Recently, we developed a website also. It's very basic, but it does the work. So it's www.ayurvedasagar.com.
Ayurvedasagar.com.
Yes.
Awesome.
You can just
Great.
go through it once. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do a review after this.
Wow.
Amazing. So, Sagar, one last, piece of, advice about joining Uability that you want to give to anybody who's watching this video?
Yeah. Those who want to declutter their life, those who want to set a routine or structure to your life and scale it, like to live it to the maximum, and at the same time earn two things like money and people.
Right.
both. So you should go for this program. Those who want good quality people and good quality systems and good quality time and money in this life, they should go for your ability program.
Thank you so much, Sagar. Your words mean a lot. And again, hopefully I'll be bothering you again after a year or something with your new interview and new results. But, we'll get to that. So thanks again, man, and take care of yourself.
Thank you, Rohan.